Have you ever wanted a supercar that shouts louder than it corners? Have you ever dreamed of taming a naturally aspirated V8 monster that's somehow just a little more civilized than its younger, more powerful class above AMG cousin? Then let me tell you why you should, or should have rolled, for the 2012 Mercedes-Benz SLS AMG GT. Welcome to Why You Should, where the fixed version of the already powerful AMG GTR of Extreme class, it exists but in a lower car class. Do note that whatever I say about the car doesn't reflect on its overall performance in its entirety with regards to performance in comparison to other vehicles in the game. If you're here because you feel that this car is just a copy-paste of the AMG GTR but better and with a fatter ass, smash that like button. Share this with your fellow RM drivers, and don't forget to subscribe so you never miss a poll-worthy pick. The SLS AMG GT was Mercedes-Benz's halo car of the early 2010s, a spiritual successor to the legendary 300 SL Gullwing, and the very first car fully developed in-house by AMG. Its long nose, rear-set cockpit, and gullwing doors gave it an instant icon status. But it wasn't just for show. In Racing Master, the SLS AMG GT arrived as a Season 4 limited car in sports class, slotting in as the more stable counterpart to the AMG GTR in extreme class, bringing brute force and surprising precision in one heavy German-built package. Weighing in at 1619 kilograms and powered by its glorious 6.2-liter NAV8, the SLS AMG GT delivers a massive 583 horsepower and a characterful roar, the same audio bite as the AMG GTR in-game. Its active aero wing dynamically aids stability unless you swap it out for a fixed spoiler, in which case it locks into cosmetic mode only. Despite its heavy weight, the SLS manages strong acceleration and steering control, making it feel like a bulkier but steadier AMG GT tailored for the sports class, and will never stop comparing the two. Customization for the SLS is fairly restrained, but still allows some flair. Players can swap exhausts, rear diffusers, wings, front lips, and side skirt fins, though equipping a fixed wing disables the active aero. Paint options are restricted to the hood, windows, and headlights, leaving the roof untouched since it is molded into the rear fenders. While not overflowing with flashy kits, the SLS balances customization with keeping its iconic silhouette intact. The SLS was slept on back in the JP server and is very underutilized. Here are reasons why in the SEA version you shouldn't pass up on the SLS AMG. The SLS boasts a strong super launch and high super acceleration, just one notch below hyper acceleration status, but could at least hold off the likes of the GTR and the RS7 in the first second or two. As mentioned, it has great super acceleration and can keep pace until around 205 to 207 km per hour. It locks into drifts easily, even at yellow and red drift angles without demanding aggressive countersteering. Its stability also gives it a predictable and forgiving learning curve compared to other sports class heavy hitters. We all know the AMG GTR was crowned one of the best permanent legendaries, so would that also translate the same way to the SLS AMG? Hardly. Once it crosses the acceleration cap, performance drops immensely, nearly halving its original acceleration rate just like its successor. Its heavy frame makes clipping apexes in the normal racing line even more difficult, and it can exhibit understeer when drifting too aggressively. Grass and sand patches punish the SLS's stability harshly, destabilizing corner exits. And its slipstream gain feels relatively weak, making it harder to catch up in draft-heavy races. The recommended tuning setup for the Sls Amg is 23232. This tune dramatically improves the SLS, shoring up its high RPM acceleration by a bit and lending much needed stability, especially in lower gears. With it, the car feels almost identical to the AMG GTR, but notably more forgiving and balanced, trading raw edge for smoother consistency. When driving the Sls Amg, take note of the following. Approach apexes earlier than you normally would. Brake and turn in ahead of time to counteract the SLS's bulk. Always aim to exit corners in the green drift zone, ideally sinking into Gear 3 for optimal exit acceleration. During drifts, deliberately dip back into Gear 2 mid-corner to keep the V8 in its torque band for stronger launches out of turns. Avoid lingering in red drift too long. Transition back to yellow for cleaner speed retention throughout the corner and to dodge the red drift penalty where your car stalls immensely. The 2012 Mercedes-Benz SLS AMG GT is a big, brash, but surprisingly balanced beast in the sports class. It's not about lightweight agility, it's about learning to manage its bulk and harness its power with timing and precision. Drivers who adapt to its quirks will discover a car that rewards discipline with stability and straight-line muscle. For those who rolled for it, the SLS offers one of the most iconic and satisfying AMG experiences in Racing Master. And if until now, 4 seasons in, taming the GTR is a pain, the SLS AMG GT is a definite must-pull for a more comfortable German gaming experience. Just for a different class if you're okay with that. But that's just my take. What car you do want to see me break down next? And if you roll for the SLS AMG GT, drop your experience in the comments. Help out the ones still in the fence or kicking themselves for skipping it. While you're here, hit like if this helped, share it with your crew, and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. This is Miyogi saying see you guys on the next roll.